New this morning, we're verifying claims many of you have seen online about the new election law in Georgia. The controversial legislation remains in the national spotlight as many are calling it a form of voter suppression. Christy Diaz takes a closer look at one online claim that says the law gives officials the power to overturn our election results.
We've gotten questions about the new election law every day, and there are all kinds of claims swirling around the internet. This time, we're going to focus on this one, a tweet from an account called Midas Touch, claiming the new law gives officials the power to overturn elections if they do not like the result. Let's verify. Our sources are the text of Georgia Senate Bill 202, a 98-page bill that was signed into law, and legal analyst Paige Pate.
It is not true that the new elections law in Georgia gives the state elections board the authority to overturn the results of an election simply because it doesn't like the result.
So right off the bat, this claim is false. This claim likely came from the part of the law that allows the state to take over underperforming election systems. So now let's verify what that really means.
What the state elections board can do is replace a local superintendent if there's been a finding that that superintendent has violated state rules or has basically been incompetent for at least a couple of election cycles.
The superintendent is the one who certifies results. So Pate says the worry comes from who has control over replacing that person.
I guess there's always a concern if you're having a statewide body exert control over a local election official. There's always the concern of that. And I think that concern may be more problematic now because the board makeup is going to change as a result of this new law.
According to the law, the Secretary of State remains on the board, but is no longer a voting member and is no longer the chairperson. Instead, the General Assembly, which is currently majority Republican, gets to appoint 3 members of the board, and that would sway the balance of power.
So there's certainly the potential for some concern and abuse of this law. But as far as allowing the state board to change the results, that's not what it does.
So we can verify the claim that this new election law gives officials the power to overturn election results is false.